Hey guys, welcome. I'm Coach D, and I'm here with Coach T Turin from the Just Go Play Snapshots. I got a ton of questions for you, T. But before I start, you were talking to me about Run Run Revolution, and the one part that I wish I was more involved in, but I didn't know what they were doing because we had a nutritionist dealing with their food, was a lot of the kids were complaining that they didn't know what to eat or snack on at night because they were still hungry, and their old habits were snack on sugar and chips and whatnot. I have that challenge too. My guys, they eat healthy, I would say 80% of the time. And then at night, they're looking for treats. They're looking for candy, popsicles, what, cookies. Can you give us some examples or some secret, some hidden hacks that we can tell our audience here about? Because I'm I'm forever looking for these things, and I'm forever fighting with my guys about, hey, you can't eat all that.
For sure, Dale. And I think, for anyone who hasn't watched Run Run Revolution yet, message us and we'll send you the links. Amazing. It's a quick watch. It's only 90 minutes. And it really shows how you can take inactive kids and change their lives in a matter of a few weeks. And, when I was watching you train kids in it, all of a sudden they were going from this complete sedentary lifestyle to working out twice a day, which is amazing. And then the nutritionist, like you said, she went into their houses and helped them and their families really understand what they were eating and why it wasn't working for them and what they should be eating. And I think a lot of kids too, they do the eat dinner, parts of dinner. They say they're full because they want to go play or with their friends or play games, whatever that might be. And then at nighttime, sometimes they're either stalling to go to bed or they're actually hungry, or, they want more time with you, which is
They,
something they
they
do.
always have time for dessert, though. They always got room for dessert.
Always a room for, it's a different stomach. In my head, it's like a different stomach. But some interesting things, and you nailed it, is a lot of kids are used to having treats before bed. And the problem with that is sugar actually causes spikes in blood sugar. So all of a sudden, you'll have some sugar and your energy will be like up here, and then you crash down here. So what you don't want is to rely on sugar and treats for energy or for snacks, because your blood sugar is just going to keep going like this, up and down, and it'll cause fatigue in your body. So it's really important that, and even for adults, if you're going to have a snack before bed, you want to make sure it's going to be something that will keep you full throughout the night so that you have a better sleep and that you don't wake up during the night and that you wake up feeling like you have more energy. You don't feel exhausted. And what's interesting is a lot of foods have tryptophan in them, which is an enzyme, and that helps actually get the neurotransmitters in your body to make serotonin, which helps calm your body and helps you sleep. So there's actual science behind some of the snacks kids should have. I'm going to give you a couple ideas. So some kids, dairy is really good for them. I was lactose intolerant as a kid, so I wouldn't have had this. But when they have that wives' tale around having a warm glass of milk, that's because dairy and milk actually helps cause calmness, which a lot of people don't know.
I didn't know that.
I know, that's why everyone's like, what is this wives' tale? It actually has truth behind it. So, yogurt, maybe cheese and crackers, something like that will fill them up, not give them that crazy blood sugar rush. Also, like a piece of toast with a nut butter is really good for them. If you're going to get a nut butter, like I actually like almond butter, there's walnut butter, there's different kinds out there.
You're
Um,
not talking Nutella, right?
no Nutella, no
Okay,
Nutella.
just checking because
Nutella actually, it has a lot of sugar in it, which is what you want to avoid at night. But for kids, you can give them a nut butter. Make sure it's not sweetened because that's just pure sugar adding on it. You can add banana, you can add raisins, anything like that to make it a bit more fun as a snack. But yeah, you want to make sure you have a nut butter because they've got a lot of good things in them. Fruit, you want to be careful if you're giving kids fruit before bed. There's some fruits that will help with their sleep and some that will just give them a ton of energy before bed. Apples, bananas, and grapes are good examples of ones that they should eat before bed. And cherries. Cherries is an interesting one. Yeah, so some ideas, you can also make like a cherry smoothie or a banana smoothie. something like that that will make them feel really full and feel like they're having a bit of a treat. But yeah, I would make sure too some other snacks if you want something a bit more protein heavy. They could have some hummus and crackers. They could have hard boiled eggs, which some kids might really like before bed, some might not. Fries, if they don't have too much salt, is actually not a bad thing because it's potatoes. So it'll fill them up and keep them going for a while. But tons of good options out there. So
That's amazing.
hopefully that helps.
No, that totally helps. I didn't know about the dairy thing, um, and the nut butter like that. That's got a bit of sweetness to it, but natural stuff. And I think because they do like those what are those wheat cracker things. They like wheat crackers with some wheat crackers with some nut butter stuff. There
Yeah.
you go.
Crackers with a nut butter and raisins or banana with cheese. The other thing, if you do want something a little bit sweet, is you can put a little bit of honey. So
Mm.
honey is one of those natural sweeteners. Um, so it actually makes it easier for serotonin and everything to start working. So if you do want to give them like yogurt or a little bit of fruit, you can put a little bit of honey or nut butter on toast with a little bit of honey.
That's awesome. Well, now I got something to tell my kids because they're like, I'm hungry. We still want, and it's like, well, you're not hungry for cookies, right? That's not going to fill you up. So, uh, you know what?
Hopefully these tips gives you guys some good ideas on how they can
One
have
hundred
and
percent,
up and have tons of energy.
100%. I'm dying for tonight's argument. I'm dying for tonight's argument. And on that note, just go play, guys.